Hey everybody, it's Owen, and today I'm going to be doing another Gundam review. This is the Unicorn 02 Banshee. This is number 27 of the real grade line, and it's a really good kit, and I thought I might do a video on it, because as far as I know, there's not that many videos of this out, so, you know, thought I might make my little input. And it's a good kit, I like it. It's nice, solid, good. So, I'm going to be not building this, because I already built it. I'm going to be showing it to you. Here is Banshee itself. As you can see, it looks really cool. He's got a dark blue and translucent yellow color scheme with a little bit of black and gold thrown in there. Mainly the gold is on the V-fin, this little section near the cockpit, and the backpack. You got some stickers on the backpack to make it look a bit more reflective. You can see there, all around there. It looks pretty good. And then you got the nice and yellow inner frame, which looks really nice. There's actually a kit of this kit that has a green inner frame, and to be honest, I prefer that, but that's a P-Bandai kit, and I'm probably never gonna get my hands on it, so we have this. Yay! It looks really great. I love it. I kind of wish it came with the Armed Armor DE and XD, I think, XD, but I'll throw a picture of it on screen. It doesn't come with the set. Maybe it's like a P-Bandai add-on or something like that. I hope so, because that's really cool, and I wish I could have it, but they don't have it. Makes me cry inside. I like this design. I prefer the more sharper aesthetic on the V-fin to the more kind of just round-ish to the normal Unicorn. It's really nice. And before you say, no, that is not a dong, that is a base adapter that I was too lazy to take off. Don't judge. We all have our little things. Moving to the back, it's got some nice detail, kind of lacking some of that nice inner frame that I was mentioning earlier, but you can see a little bit more of that gold. You got some there, and yeah, that's about it. And these are posable. You just like move them around, just do whatever you want. I just like to have it like that, because that's how it is in Unicorn mode. And then looking at the side, you get a nice look at those high heels that I'm actually a really big fan of. I like that look, it looks nice. And then it just like folds up to flatten out as the Unicorn feet. It's great. Oh, that's why the legs are so short. Because on my copy of the kit, for some reason, the leg joint that transforms the thing tends to like pop out and make it shorter. I don't know why it does that, but it does that a lot. Yeah, that looks better. You can see a bit more of the inner frame that way. Down there, you can see a bit more of the inner frame. You got some more gold. That nice inner frame on the knee. That's my favorite part of the inner frame. And the mechanism that it's used, I love it. I think it's great. Then move back to the front, show you a couple of gimmicks. It's like it's rotated for reasons. You can open the cockpit. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know how you do this. So you just pull up and out. Yeah, there you go. You pull up and out, and then there it is. And since this is a real grade, there's no pilot figure. There is a small, tiny one, but like, I don't care about the tiny stuff typically. Unless the tiny stuff is really cool. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not painting it, because that takes too long. I don't want to do that. Please just stay. I might just super glue that. Well, no, because then I wouldn't be able to transform it for you guys, so super glue it afterwards. Anyway, let's start with this figure's accessories. First, he comes with a big boy shield that just attaches to his arm, like so. You just take this little adapter here and just plug it into either of his arms. You gotta move it forward a little bit, otherwise it touches or conflicts with the backpack, or just bend the elbow, or just rotate it. A lot of things you can do. Why? You see what I mean? I don't know if this is just my copy, I hope so. But that's just something that's really annoying whenever I'm trying to do this. And then it's off balance now, that's good. This kit's really good, I promise, okay? I know it's not looking the greatest, but it is really good. And then you got a gun, which I will show you how to plug into the hands later. Speaking of hands, you get two grabby hands. You got these little tiny fists, that's pretty cool. And then on the figure already are these nice widespread open hands. I like widespread open hands. I don't really know why, I just like the look. And these ones are more cuboid, so the finger parts look pretty cool. I like them. So I'm gonna remove this shield because it's a little bit annoying. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to attach the guns. So you gotta do, pop off that, take your gun and your hand, remove the finger section of the hand, like so. Heat it up with a flat surface. And then you pop in the gun there. Should plug in like that. And then you slide the hands back on, and then there you go. He's holding his gun, and then you just want to boot that in there. Yeah, some of the connections of this cycle frame are not the most secure, and some of the joints are just not the most secure. like this upper elbow, this upper like bicep kind of joint. It's not the strongest, but it's like whatever. Same with this. I had to use this from my old copy of the kit that I painted. And then he comes with 2 of Lay beam sabers. You can flip out these wrist-mounted beam sabers and plug them in there, which looks better in my opinion. Or you can unplug those, slot those back up. You just gotta yeet those out of their sockets. Kind of hard to do, but once you get them out. Okay, that's not coming out, but you get the point. Oh, and that's falling off. I promise, guys, this is a really good kit. Just put it on the shelf on a stand, it looks great, okay? Of the one that I was able to pop out, you just slot it into there and slot it into one of the grabby hands, and for purpose of me being too lazy to put them in the actual hands, yeah, that's about what it'll look like. Personally, I prefer the other way, but if you don't, that's something. Alright, so here's another thing that you can do with a gun that's really cool in my opinion. You can take out this front section, which is already pretty cool. You can take this beam saber that kind of looks like an ice crystal, pop open the front of this revolving launcher, that's actually what it's called, fun fact. Take out this front section, and then you put it in the other way so that it's like this, with the hole. And then you slot that back in, and then you slide in the beam saber. And that looks really good. And then you just slide that into the gun. And then you have what appears to be like one of the front ends of like the muskets that the people used in the Revolutionary War. But I forget what it's called. It's the pointy thing that they could just like shoot and stab. I don't know what it's called. But that's what it looks like. And then for the gun itself, it's got a moving part here. The handle, it's moving. This can open and this magazine falls out. And you just slot it back in any way that you please. Let's pop the open hand back on to talk about his articulation, which is pretty good. The head is the only really limited part, besides the waist. I'm just gonna remove the backpack because I'll do it in a sec. So the rotation is good, but the ball joint is kind of short in there, so you can see it's like not a tall neck. So, and because of the like bulkiness of this little collar, it's kind of limits it. You can't really look up. You can look side to side though, so that's really all you need. His arm moves all the way out like that, so you can do like a T-pose. A rotation, not that rotation, this rotation. Very satisfying, because it's nice and tight. And then the shoulder moves independently, so you don't have to move that out to move this out. But if you're moving the arm out, the shoulder will come out naturally. And this elbow, this upper bicep joint is so bad, it doesn't want to stay. Not joint, well, this is bad as well, but this just doesn't want to stay in for some reason. It doesn't want to stay connected. It's not like it's part of the transformation of anything, it's just annoying. And then you got a nice elbow bend. Get about as much as you're gonna get. This joint is bad just because it's 2 sockets and then it's like 2 pegs. So it like comes together to form like a peg sandwich, and it just doesn't hold as well. And then you got a kind of limited ball joint because it's just like a ball and peg, ball and socket. And it's just, you can get it from up and down, a little bit of side to side, and just mainly just rotation. The waist has got a rotation all the way around. I don't know if that stands true for the backpack if it's attached, but hopefully that stays true. He doesn't have any sort of an ab crunch. I mean, he does a little bit and barely a tilt, but that's not something that I really care about too much. And this falls off as well. Yeah, this is the worst piece on the kit because it just falls off so easily. It's weird. It's a ball socket, but it's not a really good ball socket, so it's just like, ugh. It's whatever. All the skirts move out, and this has a little bit of articulation. You can make it open, but that's just for the transformation. You flip that out, and now you get a fairly unlimited waist, so you can kick up all the way for that, and then back all the way like that. That makes it look better than it actually is, which is really good, in my opinion. And then it goes out, so you can pull off the splits, but because of the base adapter, you can't really do it. And the peg that connects the upper like connection joint of the leg to the actual leg itself is kind of weak. Most of the joints on this thing are, they're not bad, they're just like, they could be better. Still a great kit though, and also it has a full transformation, so like, not everything can be super tight. But this could, because it's not part of the transformation at all. What do we got? We got elbow. This is an elbow, just wanted to let you know. It's got a great elbow bend, and that's a knee up there. You got a great elbow bend on either leg. A great elbow rotation, and that's a thigh rotation, by the way, just want to let you know. You got a nice wrist pivot, and then this is an ankle pivot, obviously, ankle rotation, duh. And then you got a waist rotation. You're not waist. Okay, now I'm just getting too stupid. I'm getting too stupid for myself, and that's pretty hard to do. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can point his feet down, so make him look like an ascending pose. So that's about it for his posability. So his backpack. You can do whatever you want with it. It's just got 1, 2, and 3 not so tight rotations. So you can do what you want with that. Oh, 4, never mind. 4. Eek! Okay, this fell out, and this is stupid. Okay, it snapped, so that's good. Alright, I think that's good for now. Let me just slot that on back there. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform this thing into unicorn mode, but I'm not going to do it on camera since it takes a while, and it's like a weird process, so be right back. Here is the unicorn mode, and this is what the kit looks like on the stand. You just plug the stand adapter into his booty, and it looks pretty good. I like the unicorn mode. I like both modes. I prefer the destroy mode just because I prefer more elaborate, detailed, and more bulkier looking stuff. I don't know. You guys can leave your description and opinion on what you think is better. I just prefer the other one. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will be seeing you in the next review. Bye-bye. Ooh.